Hey guys, welcome back to Harpies in the Trees. Today I'm going to be doing something I've been waiting to do all October but wasn't able to because it got lost in the mail. And I'm talking about the October Abominable book crate. It was for October and they were doing this very special 1-year anniversary, which I was pretty excited about because it's supposed to be, I don't know, have some special stuff in it. And my box got lost in the mail, of course, but the guys over there were so nice. They sent me another box. So I'm very excited to open up this box and see what I got. Let's do this. Of course, I have my ceremonial unboxing knife made out of jade, very fancy. But it is just really perfect to open up these boxes because the blade is like so thick because it's made of stone. It just like makes everything sound like everything pops, you know? So it's really cool. So let's do this. Yeah, good. Nice pop. All right. Okay, so let's see what it looks like in here. Looks pretty nice. We have they always do a wrapped book, which is normally the used book that you get and has a stamp on it. It's really, really nice. So I will save that for last. Let's see what this is. Ooh, well, chocolate cookies. Never a bad thing. These are handmade Welsh shortbread with dark chocolate. Oh, I love shortbread. However, I can't really eat these because I have an annoying irritation with wheat. It upsets my stomach and it gives me super migraine, so I know who will eat this. My boyfriend. All right, I see there's a button here. It is a button for the Accursed Library. I love this design. This is what is the same design on the wax stamp that they have here. It's really, really cool. I love that. Okay. I think this one is normally the beverages. They have like this stripy bag with the teeth on there. It's kind of funny actually. Alright, so this time we have two hot chocolates from Clipper and 2 teas, mint fusion and raspberry pomegranate. Very cool. I'm not usually into super fruity teas, but I really do like apple tea, which is super popular here in Germany. And there's one called Turkish apple, which I really, really love. This one is mint crunch in devilish dark chocolate. It's really cool. It's like green. And we have our spoiler card we can take a look at afterwards. So let's set that to the side. All right. So, okay, so now we have something called the Gasling. Book number 9, Christopher Long, Lucy McKnight Hardy, Damien B. Raphael, Chip Limeburner, Josie Turner, and more. Tales of Macabre, Ghosts and the Oh So Strange. That's very cool. Oh, I like the way that it's kind of laid out. It's like a little bit like in Victorian newspaper. The illustrations are very fun. Oh, I'm gonna love this. This is like right up my alley. It just looks like a bunch of like Gothic Victorian kind of stuff. So I love that. That is me. That's everything I want. So this is really cool. I'm really excited about this. The Gaslight. Oh, and you can see the back. Hey you, join our Patreon. I'll have to check that out. See what it's about. So there's always a new book that comes in this box as well as a used novel and also usually some type of magazine or media like this. So let's see what's our new book. The Grip of It by Jack Jemk, I think. I'm not sure if that's, I feel like that's not right, like Jacques Jemp or something maybe. The Grip of It tells the story of Julie and James, a young couple haunted by their new home. As you know, I love haunted houses. It is my favorite thing in the world, so this sounds great already. The move, prompted by James' penchant for gambling, his inability to keep his impulses in check, is quick and seamless. Both Julie and James are happy to leave behind their usual haunts and stay afresh. But the house, which sits between lake and forest, has plans for the unsuspecting couple. The architecture becomes unrecognizable, decaying before their eyes. Stains contract and expand, mapping themselves into Julie's body in the form of bruises. Mold taints the water that James pours from the sink. As the couple search for the source of their mutual torment, they become mired in the history of their peculiar neighbors and the mysterious previous residents of the house. Written in eerie, powerful prose, The Grip of It is an enthralling and psychologically intense novel that deals in questions of home, how we make it, and how a turn makes us, inhabiting the bodies and the relationships we cherish. A psychological spook story in the best high literary tradition, beautifully written, intense, and impossible to get out of your head. So it sounds really fun and interesting, and I'm excited because it's about a haunted house or something like that. There's something about the house. Maybe it's not exactly haunting. I'm not sure. This sounds really, really promising. I know that I'll want to start reading this after I finish The Devouring Grey, which I'm enjoying, by the way. Okay, so last but not least is our really beautifully wrapped used book. It's fairly big. Last month I got The Stand, which was huge. The box was so heavy when it came in, and but I'm definitely looking forward to attacking that someday. I just don't know exactly when I will do it. Let's open it up. Oh yes, and they always send these bookmarks. I actually don't know what the QR code is. I haven't clicked on it. I assume it goes to their website. But on the other side, there's always like this little microfiction. So I'll read that to you real quick. Spookmark number 12. 2 capital letters carved in the bark with a plus sign in the middle. For J plus E, it was a declaration of eternal love. But the tree remembered every stroke of the knife, breaking its skin away. It had already dealt with J. He had stayed in town, but E would take longer. It's kind of cute. Actually, I don't know why I would say it's cute, but I kind of like the fact that there's a tree like out for revenge. Let's open this one up. I love that they use twine. It's just, I don't know. I like the tactileness of it, and you know, just kind of mixed with the brown paper and the stamp. It just feels very, I don't know, authentic, genuine. It's very nice. It's just kind of like a nice detail. Carry and Comfort, Dan Simmons. I feel like I had seen this around somewhere and I had liked the cover. It's very, very surreal. I always like to check in the books to see if there's any like, I don't know, artifacts left over from other readers. Nothing in here though. So what is this? What is this about carrion? They are mind vampires, creatures with the psychic ability to use humans, read their minds, subjugate them to their wills, experience through their senses, feed off of their emotions, force them to acts of unspeakable violence. Each year, 3 of them, Melanie, Willie, and Nina, meet to discuss their ongoing competition of vampirism and slaughter. But this year, something goes wrong, and they and their innocent victims are plunged into a struggle that will determine the future of the world itself. Ranged against them are a handful of normals: Sal Lusky, psychologist and concentration camp survivor who has devoted his life to tracking down the Nazi vampire von Borchett; Natalie Preston, whose father inadvertently and fatally crossed the path of the ancient and deadly Melanie. A deadly Melanie. I kind of find it hard to imagine a Melanie being deadly. Sheriff Bobby Job Gentry dragged in while investigating a series of bizarre murders. Together they create a strange and vulnerable alliance against evil. Absolutely astonishing, unfailingly plotted, and exquisitely written, Simmons has created a tour de force. I will say it's not really my thing, so we'll see. Man, this book smells very old. But it smells really good. You know, like the smell of books, it just like, it's like you can kind of smell the ink in the paper. The spoiler card, now that we know everything that's in the box, it says October 2019. The Grip of It by Jacques Gemp. This absolutely gripping, no pun intended, haunted house story is a claustrophobic, paranoia-inducing masterpiece. A new couple move into a house, but after some increasingly bizarre and sinister happenings, they realize that the house has plans for them. The Gasling Magazine, Book 9. Based just around the corner from us, The Gasling is a gothic fiction magazine inspired by the penny dreadfuls from ages past. We love the aesthetic and style of this magazine, and we think you will love it too. They are so right. I do love it. I don't know how many other gothic fans they have, but like, this is awesome. So this was the guts and entrails of the October Abominable book crate, and I have to say, I'm really excited. This is probably my favorite box so far because of two very special reasons. The Grip of It, which is about a haunted house, and this gothic horror magazine. I'm really excited about this. The Grip of It just has me already because haunted house stories are just, they're my catnip, my bread and butter, you know, whatever you want to call it, they are my thing. And so I'm really excited. I also love the button. The button is so cool. I love the artwork. And you know, even when I get books that I'm not too sure about, when I'm in a slump or I'm just kind of not, just like in a mood or something, I like to be able to open up something that is kind of not in my realm, I guess, and just kind of go outside of myself for a second. And you know, I have a small handful of these books in my library where, you know, they're not really my thing, but I'm keeping them around for that day when they will be. So that's everything. I hope you enjoyed the unboxing, and if you guys want to subscribe to them, you should, because it is a really thoughtful and caring box that they do. I feel like they put a lot of effort into it, and they're also really nice. So definitely recommend it. If you like these videos, these unboxings, cemetery tours, exploring spooky places in Berlin, book reviews, and all these like little kind of odds and ends that I do, hit that subscribe button. It lets me know that you're into it, and you know, you'd probably like to watch some more, and I will keep them coming. I hope that you have a wonderful week. Hope everything is going well for you. I hope your Halloween was fantastic, and I will talk to you next time.